Yo, what's up? Shout out to all the fellow human beings out there, and thank you for tuning in twice again to the Viewturistic YouTube channel. Let me rap to you for a minute. Make sure you shoot me a text message if you have any questions or if you want us to discuss any topics at 414-292-7258. Hit me up or follow me on Twitter at Gunners Holster. This is Gunner. I'm Gunners Holster. Hit me up on Facebook at Joshua Adam Harwell, and let's get right into our topic. Today, I want to talk about dating as a single father. All right, it's pretty tough. It's tough out there for single dad. Well, in my opinion, for good single dads. So, as many of you may know by now, I've been single now for about 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years. And in those 2 years, I mean, I've had a couple flings, maybe you want to call it, but never anything too serious, or probably not even close to serious. And a lot of that is by choice. I'm not, one of those guys who are going around saying like, "Oh man, it ain't no good women left out here anymore." Because I know there's a ton of good women out there. It's more about me being ready. Just because to me, it's a very it's a very sensitive experience and situation for me to seriously date someone at this time in my life with, building my bond tighter with my son and being there for him and doing everything that I need to do for my son. I'm a very, very, very active father. And I put nothing above my son. Like, I will never, I'll never skip out on spending time with my son to go and do something, for myself, like some type of social activities or whatever. Like, I'm just not at that point where I'm ready to do that, because it's so it's so vital to me, for me to have all of that quality time with my son. And the things that would require my attention outside of being with him, those things can wait. And one of those things is, being in a serious relationship. Now, is that to say that I'm going to totally box out the idea of ever being in a serious relationship? No, not at all. I'm definitely open to the idea. It's just that what makes it so different now and what makes it so crucial now is how cautious I am with making sure that I pick the right person. And what I mean by the right person is the most important thing that they have to understand over anything else is that this little guy comes first, that this little guy comes over everything. And another thing is that I like to spend a lot of, alone one-on-one time with my son. That's very important for me, for us to just be able to have one-on-one father and son time. So a lot of people I've discovered, they really, they can't get down with that, and that's fine. I don't I can't knock anyone for not wanting that in their life, because none of this stuff is entitled to anyone. I'm not entitled to anyone's love, or I'm not entitled to have a certain type of woman in my life. Whatever the case may be, it's all, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then so be it. Because like I said, at the end of the day, my number one priority is my son. And another thing, I don't ever want him to be in a position of feeling like he's being neglected because, I'm spending time with my girlfriend or whatever, or I'm trying to build this extra tight bond with a woman. Like, him and I have been through so much in the past couple years that right now it would be too risky for me to just kind of throw all caution to the wind and just go towards, building this long-term relationship. Like I said, I don't want to I don't want to give out the wrong impression as if, like I'm some bitter, get your hand off the screen, as if I'm some, bitter guy saying like, oh, I'm never going to love again because of what happened to me in the past, because the reason why I'm not choosing to be anything serious right now, it has absolutely nothing to do with past heartbreaks, on a romantic level. A lot of it has to, my biggest heartbreak that came along with um, the my marriage coming to an end. My biggest heartbreak, believe it or not, had nothing to do with getting over a love lost from another woman. Like that stuff. There's 6 billion people on this planet, and a good chunk of those 6 billion people are women. So there'll be others. My biggest heartbreak was understanding that the dynamic and the dynamics of my relationship with my son would have to change. And what I mean by that is, I no longer was able to come home to him every night anymore. Now my time with him is limited. I have to share my time with him with another person. And that was my biggest heartbreak of, the ending of my marriage. So because of that, I'm very, very careful to make sure that I'm 110% ready to be in a committed relationship again when I choose to embark on that journey with another woman to actually be in a committed relationship, because it's all about him right now. And if there's a woman out there that can understand that, and they don't feel a certain type of way if um, I have to. Now, this has happened to me before. This has happened to me before where I've talked to a woman, and early on in the, I definitely don't want to call it a relationship, but early on in that bond that the woman and I had, I made it very clear that the number one priority in my life is spending time with my son. And at the beginning, it's like, oh, I love that. The fact that you're such a good father, like that's sexy or that's attractive, whatever. I'm like, yeah, fine, that's fine and dandy until that time comes where I have to cancel a date because my son needs me, because I don't have a babysitter, or because he was supposed to be with someone else, and then that other person had something to do and called on me to come get him. Am I gonna say no? I can't spend time with my son because I had a date plan? Absolutely not. I'm gonna cancel that date every time if that means if canceling that date means or is because I have to come to my son, because I have to do something for my son, or because I'm spending time with my son. That date is going to get canceled every time. So that person that I was dealing with, after a while, she didn't like coming in second place to those things, and she didn't like the fact that I had to that we might have had something planned, and I had to cancel last minute because I had to come to him, which is it's understandable. Like, maybe that person isn't used to being in second place, so it just didn't work out, and that's what's up. What the nunchucks? That's you. We'll get the nunchucks after the video. All right. So yeah, if that means if because of that means that I'll never be able to successfully date again, you know what? That's just too damn bad. Because at the end of the day, if they don't respect my time and my need and my desire to have as much one-on-one time with my son in the already limited time that I do have with him, then then so be it. Like, I'm willing to go without ever being in a relationship again or ever dating again if if that's the result of me being there for my son as much as I am and spending as much time with him as I do. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard on the dating scene as a single dad. Another thing, I don't want to, especially, at my age, a lot of women, they already have kids themselves. And in those circumstances and situations, like if I'm not, if I don't know for sure that I'm gonna have something serious with this woman, then it's also hard for me to bring my son into that equation as well of introducing him to their kids or whatever, and then he forms this bond with those kids, and then all of a sudden, because me and the woman didn't work, now he's lost out on friends, and I don't want him to have to. I don't want him to have to go through that. You see how his face changed just because I said lost friends? You see what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to deal with that. So I need to make sure that the woman that I'm investing my time in is 100% down and respectable of my bond and my relationship with my son. And also that is someone that I can fully trust and fully believe that, that I have a solid future with this person, because I'm a package deal now. It's not just me anymore. Like I come with him, he comes with me. This is Gunner, and I am Gunner's holster until the day that I die, and that's never gonna change, no matter what my circumstances are, no matter how rich I become, no matter how successful I become, whatever. Like my number one priority is always gonna be my son, and if that takes until the day that he turns 18 or 7, to whatever age he decides that he wants to declare his independence, and he's like, you know what, Dad, like, you can step aside, I don't really need you anymore. Then, all right, maybe my, 45-year-old butt will get out there and get back on the scene again. But until then, it's me and this dude to the end, and I'm pretty sure there is a woman out there that will fit into this equation, but I'm just extra cautious now because of how precious my bond and my relationship is with my son, and how important it is for me to be able to maintain that, and also know that that other woman is going to be a good fit for him too, and that'll never change. So you ready to end this video? All right, tell them, say, I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later. Yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you once again, or thank you twice again, for tuning in to the Viewturistic YouTube channel. For all of our current subscribers, all of our future subscribers, we love y'all. Even those who might have unsubscribed in this past year hiatus that we were on, ain't no hard feelings there either. If you got any questions, if you want us to discuss a topic, make sure you shoot me a text message at 414-292-7258. Hit us up on our Gmail at thefuture@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter at Gunner's Holster. This is Gunner. I'm Gunner's Holster. And that's it. Yeah. Till next time, keep viewing what you're viewing. Peace out. Say peace out. Peace out. Put your hand on the camera. Boom.
Subscribe.